Hey, that's us. We're here.
We're
there. Even better.
There it is, pops up.
There's a bear in there.
And a chair as well.
And people with games. That should be our new theme
Stories
song.
to tell.
There's a bear in there.
Open wide, come inside. Oh, we got some people joining us.
Boom.
Mint Collectibles, Cohen Jr., Scotty 1980, Fadeaway Collection, Sharky 77, My Business Pod. Oh, it's all happening.
Let's go. Bring it on.
It's all popping off.
G'day, guys.
Send it to your friends.
Liam Gazzard's just joined us. Brett McCallum here. BJ Macron on all the socials. On my left, I have Pugz. On the socials is
Mojo Chasers, D4C Music.
And on my right, I have a replacement for Rob at Super Jazz.
Woo.
Woo. What's woo?
Woo.
Is that what you're...
No, mine's Jeremy Fisher with an extra R.
Why woo, though?
I don't know. Because you don't want to follow me on Instagram because it's a waste of your time.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
He mainly just does PS grading.
He does.
Follow that one.
And
Grading.
welcome to Card Chaos, and thanks to our major sponsor, Platinum Standard Grading on psg.cards. Welcome to Ipswich Picture Framing, the number one picture framing place on the planet.
Boom.
No free plugs. Make it rain, CA. Do you reckon that's California? Maybe?
No, that's Dale.
Excitement Plus, he's just said.
Yeah, that's Dale, who runs the NBA card collector on thing. Has the
Dale.
big mustache.
How are you, brother?
Dale.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. So today without Rob, it's going to be such a better show. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You better be
because
listening,
it means
Rob.
we subbed him Jez.
We
so
did.
Jez is always a good sub. It's usually for me. But I really appreciate you, Jez, for joining us today.
I'm possibly the worst sub.
No, I reckon you go all right.
You do good.
Yeah, I reckon you go good.
Yeah. You speak more on this podcast than you do all
In
week
real
in the
life.
office.
Yes.
So it's
So we've had a big week this week. Let's have a little listen to some music.
the jingle.
Jingle. I still find it funny that the Benny Hill music is the Ramble music because all you can picture is like a little bikini-clad girls.
Across.
And Jez has absolutely no idea who it is.
Yeah, no. No clue.
So then when you're on the line later, search up Benny Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So Benny Hill's a comedian from Great Britain and used to get away with like ridiculous
Yeah, he
stuff.
wouldn't be able to. He'd be
None
cancelled
of the
these
stuff.
days.
You cancelled immediately, just the shit they used to get away with. It's pretty impressive. Anyway, PSG Ramble today. Platinum Standard Grading was present yesterday at Card in the Yard. Down at the yard. What do I call it? In the yard. See, I reckon in the yard's better.
Well, it was in the yard, so
went with in the yard. Now I tried to put at the yard.
That cargo. Where's Rob? Rob's a bit crook today. He's blowing chunks. I think is a technical term for it.
Yeah.
Or losing weight through regurgitating food.
Yeah, just doing the
Or
opposite
maybe a
of
little
what
bit of food
food's meant to do.
poisoning. But anyway, let's not go there. But yeah, no, we were down at the yard, which is at 2389 Gold Coast Highway, Mermaid Beach.
Good place.
Sensational place for nice feed and some great official beer from Official Beer Co. on the Gold Coast. And obviously that's where local card shop's based down there. And you were present yesterday, Jez.
I was present. It was
a
a
good day, wasn't it?
Yeah. More people than I expected, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was one of those ones we put up the tents and then sort of put, what was there, 12 tables, something like that in
we
the
just had
end.
to keep getting more tables. Well, there was
Oh, wow,
six
that's
tables
good.
at the start, and then we had to keep finding tables. We pulled tables
That's a
out
good,
of the card shop and stuff.
It's always a good problem to
Good
have.
problem to have, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't
That's
know
great.
what had happened, whether it'd be just like little kids trading stuff or whether. No, there were some big players there.
Awesome.
Some big boys come down and, I made a bit of money, so I'm always happy with that. sold a few.
Sweet.
I sold my Conor McGregor.
Oh, no.
My Conor McGregor.
I only just
game
watched the
worn patch.
Netflix series of that.
How good is it?
I won't say hate. I don't like fighting. Like, I don't like UFC. Watching that, I just love the guy. I think he's amazing.
He's unbelievable.
Like,
I still
he's a
say
character.
He's the best marketer in the world
100%.
by far. Because they didn't even show you when he did the $100 million fight and the
with
pinstripe
Mayweather.
suit, right? And on the pinstripe suit, it said like "fuck off" as like the actual pinstripes. So it was just it was hilarious. Non-voluntary fasting for Big Rob. Yeah, that's about right. G'day, MC Collects. Do you reckon that's MCM Collects or MCLX? That'd be MC Collects.
MCM collects.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Brett, I've seen you trade with the kids. Brutal. Pretty fair.
The opposite of Chris. Chris just goes, oh, whatever you want.
Yeah, no, fuck that. You're not having that. This kid come up to me and he goes, would you trade these 2 cards for that one? No. He goes, oh. And then my son was with me, who's like one of the best hustlers in the
Oh,
world.
he's amazing.
And he ends up with these 2 cards. I said, "What you doing?" He goes, "Dad, I felt really sorry for this kid." So, mate, that's what you've done for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
You've been that kid.
It's like my son at the collector's market going around getting free cards
I
for
love
everybody.
that. He did well, didn't he?
He'd come back and he's got all these cards. I'm like, where'd you get them from? I'm like, you've still got the cards I gave you to trade. He goes, yeah, I asked if they'd trade and they just gave me cards. I was like, that's awesome.
You've got to be happy with that. He's got the bug already.
Yeah.
But it was a great day down at the yard. And did you get any submissions?
Yeah, we had a couple. We had I think 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And
there was a big one, wasn't there?
Big one.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's
Good
good. It was. I quite like these shows where we're actually getting submissions, and I also like the fact that people sort of get to talk to you about it. And I think that's a big difference.
It's a good thing as well that we always get the same people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always like whenever we do a local card shop, it's always the same people that go and they always submit cards, which is good.
Yeah, which is excellent. Cohen, look at that. Can't complain about my trades with Brett. Good. At least someone's on my team. At least someone's on my side. But yeah, that was good. What else is happening in PSG this week, boys? Lots going on.
There's heaps going on for social media.
But yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
working on those side of things.
Yeah, we're working on some things.
Yeah.
The new face of psg.cards sitting to my right. He's going to be a
Shining star.
epitome of bring it to the next level.
I think someone's comment when they saw the first thing we drafted was Hollywood's calling.
Yeah.
Wow. There we go. Well, Hollywood's showgirls down in Surface Paradise
They
or actually in
cool.
California. They're called. Do you get kicked out again?
Yeah, not again. No.
No, that's awesome. And I'd like to say that every time I've looked over at you boys this week, all I've seen is basketball on the screens, to be fair.
Oh, it has to be on.
But it's NBA finals. So let's have a think about that. Sports news. Yeah. What do you got for us, mate?
Bro, I don't know if you know the results of today.
I haven't seen it, but let's ruin everyone's day.
Let's
who
ruin
hasn't seen it.
everybody.
Did they get up? Did the Heat get up?
Miami got up.
Did they really?
Yeah.
They were getting smashed.
Yeah, and then they just went ballistic. Duncan Robinson scored 10 straight points at the start of the fourth, and then
Bang!
Jimmy Butler had 8 straight in the last 5 minutes or whatever, and then they won by 3. Denver
Where was that? In Miami?
In Denver.
In Denver. That's huge.
Yeah, so it's a series. It's one apiece. That's what I wanted to see. I didn't want to see a sweep. I didn't want to see anything like that.
I thought we were going to get a sweep, though.
Oh, no. I reckon Miami's defense is something that they picked it up this game. Jokic still had 41 points, but he only had 4 assists because they stopped him from being able to do what he does with the distribution. He just had to score every time, and they're just like, oh,
but you know what? That's what they've done all series. They've actually adapted to the game of the opposition. Like when they were, they play proper defense. They play as a team. It's not like one out.
Yeah,
it's so good to watch.
It's what a proper coach is. That's what shows what Spoelstra is a real mentality coach. And they follow. Jimmy Butler doesn't care about the star stuff. He's never cared about all-stars. He doesn't even play in the all-star game. He goes in and scores 2 points. And he's like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about any of that stuff. It's cool to see, the superstar just doesn't want any of it. He just wants that last thing.
He just wants to win.
Give me that ring. Yeah.
Love that. I love the fact that now it's a series as well.
Yeah, no, it's good.
But it'd be worth putting some money on Miami, I reckon. Now they won one.
I thought about putting money on them when they were playing Boston because it was 16-1. I was like, oh, that's not a bad one.
That's not a bad bet.
I didn't do it because I was like, yeah, it means I have to put $10 on it, and I don't want to put $10 on it.
So we got some comments here. Go the Heat from Scott A 1980. Rob is at Showgirls now. He probably is actually. Buy your Heat cards now before they go up heaps when they win. Yeah, I agree 100% on that. That's like everyone.
Why, are you selling Miami Heat cards, Dale?
Yeah, Dale's all over it. I was talking to some guys yesterday about Jar. And it was really interesting about Jar, they're
all
saying,
the problems he's doing.
Yeah, all the shit that's gone on, but what's happened to the price of his cards? Big Lurch was down there yesterday.
Oh, nice.
And it was good to see him. And the thing with that, we're chatting about these, and he goes, yeah, this case has probably dropped about 50% in value because of
Hold'em.
We went pretty hard on Zion and Jar during that time.
Yeah.
But I said, mate, I'm all in on Jar. Anyone wants to sell their Jar cards?
Yep.
Come to me.
That's what I said to my friend
100%. Bring
the
it
other
on.
day. I was like,
I'll
just
give you
buy
50%
everything.
on whatever value you want to give just to make you happy. But I reckon it's all in on Jar on that. Well, she got there.
They all make mistakes. So, the 3-on-3 FIBA.
Did you know it was on?
Yeah, I did actually.
Did you know it was on?
I follow it on Instagram.
What?
The women's 3-on-3 FIBA World Cup.
No, I don't even know what that is.
There you go. So it's
three-on-three
women's basketball.
basketball.
That's ladies, not men. Yeah. And 3-on-3 is 3 players against 3 players.
Yep.
Yeah. And the World Cup
It's
the
half
whole
court.
world plays. and that's a 3-on-3 World Cup.
I did not know it was a thing.
There you go. So it's a thing.
And Australia came third.
And
good on
Australia
them.
come third. Yeah, they're playing really well
They
too.
played amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But the thing is, like, they don't get the credence
No.
for what they should. Like,
But even the
fucking
men's one
annoys
doesn't
me.
really get shown too much. But
No.
I think eventually it will pick up because it's actually quite exciting to
Oh,
watch.
it's such good basketball. It's what
Yeah.
they play in the Olympics now.
Yeah, well,
It's
and it's what
3-on-3.
you play when you get. Yeah, it actually is in the Olympics now. But when you're playing in a 5-on-5 game and you get to the half court, it's pretty much the exact same thing when it's a half court basketball,
Yep.
except you've got
There's 3 of
two
it.
less players each. So you got more room to run around. It's actually cool.
Here's a question for you, out of the blue. So we went and watched a hockey game in the US, right? And then the way they play their overtime is that after every period, I don't know what the period is, they lose a player.
Yeah.
So then it ends up being like, let's say, I don't know, how many in hockey? 5, 10, 8, 7, whatever.
Let's just
the
say
numbers.
7.
Let's say 7. So we start 7-on-7, and then after 1 minute, one from both teams goes off, and it's 6-on-6,
so good.
and then
Yeah.
5 until someone wins. That's
What
so
happens
cool.
if it's just like goalie versus goalie?
Well, I think it
it
actually has got
it gets
that,
to
hasn't
that
it?
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
But-
that's cool.
But hockey live is so much more exciting than watching it on TV. I have to say that. Ice hockey, sorry.
Uncle Chop Chop just said the blokes team sucked. Who was in it? Does anyone know who was in the men's team? Be interesting to find out.
Yeah, but the men's team, like the international teams, are incredible.
Mintz just come and said they need some stars. Imagine 3-on-3 World Cup with stars of the NBA. Yeah, I agree, but you reckon it'll be?
I don't think they
I think
play.
it'll be a different type of basketball too. It'd be really interesting to watch. But anyway, that's really cool. The Aussies got bronze.
Yeah, no, it was actually cool to watch.
See how the women don't call it rose gold because they've won so many of them now. It's just bronze. We came third, and we're happy about that.
Yeah,
I'll just throwing that out there. Anyway,
but in order to come third, you have to win the game. So that's actually cool as well.
us three should play. Great idea.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's go, Bailey.
Hey, in sports news, I think I've got a really awesome announcement to make. We invented a sport today.
Did
You
you?
heard about this? You heard about this?
No?
No.
It's called Crickel Ball.
Crickel Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to be played at the yard?
Is it
It's
like
going to be played
Crickel
in
and
the
Pickle
home.
and-
The home of Crickel Ball
Yeah.
is in the backyard, and it is played at the yard at Mermaid Beach. That's where it was formed and run. And what it is we use plastic cricket bat. We use a pickle ball as the ball, and we play on a short 6 metre pitch.
Is there a kitchen? as
And
well?
no, that's automatic wicket keeper. And one hand, one bounce,
6 and out?
Oh, nice.
6 and out. And everyone has to bowl and over.
Boom.
6 a team. It'll be starting in probably about a month's time down at the yard at Mermaid Beach.
Do you get extra points if you hit the clothesline?
100%. You
Yeah.
get an extra point.
'Cause
That'll be
that's a
6
classic
not
clean
out
zone.
if you hit the
What if you
clothesline.
land in someone's like drink?
That's out.
It's out.
But
It's
like-
caught. You got
like
caught.
in the cup.
Yeah,
Surely you
100%.
get like 10 points.
Yeah, that's a great idea. See, and you could actually have guys running their scooters around looking to catch the ball. That'd be awesome. And the umpire sits in like one of those big, tall
Like a tennis thing?
chair.
Yes.
And he has to have a beer or a glass of wine with him at all times.
And if you get it
he
in
only
his
uses
cup?
one hand. Get in his cup, it's 10.
Boom.
Or you win the jackpot. But the big thing is, get your team, get your teams together, boys, because we'll be having that. And what will be announced in the very near future is the winner of the tournament, which will go for probably about 6 or 8 weeks, will actually then play against the Queensland team. And we're talking like potentially Uzi and Marnus and those boys.
Sounds awesome.
Crickel Ball, you heard it here first on the Card Chaos podcast.
Boom. And you can only play in thongs. There you go.
Was a good one to go in. And the other thing is we'll do cards. The winning team
Oh,
will
yeah.
actually get cards. The first ever official Crickel Ball cards.
Crickle.
Here we go. I grabbed a $1 poker harness pack for the little one to keep her happy and pulled a 5 or 5 hollow.
Whoa.
Did she get to keep that though,
That's
buddy?
awesome. He's gonna sell it and buy the normal base version of it. Oh,
Yeah,
here you go.
here you
I've got
go,
it back
Dale.
for
Actually,
you.
no, there's only 5 cards in that pack, Dale. I bowl a mad leggy Pugs if you need a squad.
Oh, I do need a leg, so
And there's I bought that at the trade day yesterday.
Really?
maybe it
From $1 poker. Was that from the shop?
would have been in the shop.
From
Yeah,
Damon?
So local card shop had a 5 or 5 hollow
in one of the
in a
packs.
poker harness pack.
That's amazing.
That needs to be
That's
on the
so
front
good.
page of the paper. That's sensational.
Maybe we should do a local card shop paper.
We could do that.
In the
local
newsletter.
paper.
In the local paper.
Collectible Balls AU, g'day. Thanks for joining this madness that is Card Chaos. Aussies abroad. Aussies are doing all right.
Yeah. What's it? We've got one in the Denver Nuggets team, so he could possibly get a ring.
Is that White?
Yeah, Jack White.
Is he playing or is he?
No, he didn't play last series, and he hasn't played yet this series. But he's still sitting on the bench.
He's got courtside seats.
Doing his get his Patty Mills on with the towel.
Love that. How good's that? I reckon that. Have you heard that interview yet that Hoops has been Hoops podcasted with Anstey and Worthington with Jock Landale?
Oh,
they interviewed Jock Landale last week. We don't plug other podcasts, but that one's actually worth listening to. And a big thing is that Jock, it goes for about an hour, mate. He's the second most articulate human after Josh Giddey that I've heard from a basketball point of view. Like, he's just so smart, so intelligent, but at the same time, he talks a lot about mental health and about
awesome.
About the troubles he went through in Serbia and those sort of places. And, it's fucking awesome. It's really worth listening
I need to check it out.
So, but he doesn't know where he's going yet next season.
Oh, he doesn't know.
No, and it's really interesting just the whole sort of what happened when KD arrived and all this sort of stuff. It's just a really good listen. So definitely pull that one in the list.
For sure.
The card guy, the missus is good with balls, could make the team.
Calm down,
he
mate.
Always brings. Should we bar him again?
That's why she's pregnant.
G'day, collectible balls. I said that one already. And garbage time in a late game. What's that mean?
He's talking about Jack White.
Oh, Jack White. Yeah. He should. He's a good player though. I like him.
Oh, he's an amazing player.
But is he in the right team? If you're in a ring, you're in the right team, aren't you?
Well, Gaze
really matter,
Gaze won
it?
a ring with the Spurs in the in the 90s, and he did nothing.
Wow.
He sat the bench pretty much the whole playoffs, I'm pretty sure. But he's still got one.
Though.
Oh, yeah, he was amazing. He's the GOAT of Australian basketball by far.
What about his old man?
Oh, he was just a coach.
Just a coach.
Yeah, just a coach. I know he played in like the early
It wasn't
Olympics
the
teams.
Wanye Bennett of
The
basketball.
Wayne Bennett.
Wanye. He wasn't the Wayne Bennett of basketball, I reckon.
Nah. He's in the Basketball Hall of Fame though in America. So
Lansdale will sign with Ipswich. Yeah, maybe, potentially. Only if you sponsor
he's still got a couple of years in the NBA for sure.
Yeah, well, he's 26, I think he is. So I think he's got a few.
And he's a hard worker. So
yeah, and it was really interesting. He spoke about how he come back and played for Melbourne because that was the best thing for him mentally.
oh yeah, there you go.
So it was pretty good. I don't know when we're trying to push it. Oh, it's this one.
You got to know when to hold 'em,
When to hold 'em,
know when to fold
when to
'em,
fold 'em.
know when to walk away, and know when to run.
You better count your money. What do you got? Card talk.
Card talk. He's like, yeah,
Don't
turn
like
that
the
off.
song. Do you even know that song?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know who sings it?
Well, I think you can only have it on for a certain
Do you know who
time.
sings it though?
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
That's your homework for this week. You need to go and see Benny Hill.
Yep.
Yeah, and you need to find out who sings The Gambler. And then we can talk again.
I'm just sitting here and not saying anything.
You can't do that. It's a podcast. You're supposed to speak. Interestingly, yesterday, Pete was there. And he had his little bag of goodies. And so he's got all these cards laid out on the table. And then he had this one card right in the middle, which was just happened to be like a signed rookie card of, some may call him the GOAT. I don't. But LeBron James.
Latos James.
Latos James. But he had this card, and I don't know, I reckon it was worth 20 grand, something like that. And it's
Yeah,
just
he has a pretty good one.
And it's just in amongst all the others. And he just said, I'll just put that. There was a gap. Just sort of see if anyone would notice. And all these
Well,
guys,
that's what I did.
they're
at
all looking through shit. And then they
collector's
go,
market.
oh, look at that. It was like,
That's like at the collector's
pretty
market,
awesome.
the amount of people like, can I hold it and take a photo with my Jordan rookie?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're all like, take a
So
photo.
there was
with
this
it.
guy that come up, and you know, most people come to the shows and you think they're dorks. No offense to anyone listening to us, but you know what they're like. And like you sit there and you can pick them. They've got their little bag, and I'm the same. So I'm talking about myself here. And then that dude rocks up yesterday, head to toe in tattoos, literally
was a
tattoos on
couple
his
of them.
face, tattoos on his head. And I'm sitting there going, all right, how you going, mate? He's just chatting away and stuff. And then he goes, yeah. I said, well, what do you collect? He goes, oh, lots of bits and pieces and stuff like that. And I go, okay, cool. And then he's over talking to Pete, and he pulls out his Jordan rookie. And he goes, oh, I got this off one of those Mojo Chaser boys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah.
And that's so funny. And then Pete goes, I reckon I owned that card. I think it was a 6.5.
No, he didn't. I
And
got
then
it off
Pete's,
America.
Pete's sitting there going, hang on, oh, mine was a 5.5.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, so your card popped up yesterday.
Boom. There you go.
It was
Nice.
that was a good deal.
Yeah.
Helped you in the US?
Yeah, that's how I got there a lot better than what I would have.
Yeah, no, it was pretty funny, but there's some random people, weren't there?
Yeah, how about the dude walking around and you're like, oh, what do you collect? And he goes, oh, garbage pail kids.
Yeah.
Is that it? And he's like, yeah. Okay.
Is he the artist for it?
I don't know.
Because Rob told me that the artist
might
was going to
make
be
sense. That might make sense.
there. Yeah, he's signed to Tops and he's.
Oh, no, there was a dude asking for the artist.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I think it was that guy. So
well, all he said to us was, all I collect is garbage pail kids. It's like, man, we got him in the shop.
That's actually cool. Imagine that's all you collect. That's great.
So there was people asking around for like Pokemon and all that sort of stuff, and then this dude was just this garbage pail kid. I thought it was fucking hilarious. What else you been doing in cards? Any big ones this week?
No, I haven't. No, there hasn't been really. Just a lot of really nice Pokemons and stuff, but
Yeah, nothing major.
no.
We had any more 10s or anything come through?
Yeah, no platinum 10s, but we've had a few pristine 10s.
Pristines. How close?
Oh, very close. They're all 0.5 off. So,
Yeah, but how close?
well, I think 3 of them have been centering. So pretty much the card's perfect. It's just they haven't cut it right.
Okay.
So that's probably the closest you can get. And then there's one that had you want to give it a 10, but it had like a little dimple, like it's been hit,
Yeah,
and you like
just
can't.
You just don't see it. Just
Oh, well, I don't know.
Nah, we
Delete
don't
that
do
photo.
We don't do that. We don't do that. Gents, what product is the next NBA product release? Do you know?
That's what I was just checking out. We've got impeccable basketball. The NBL Tops was meant to come out, and that's been it's been held
It came out.
again. It's in America.
It's in America.
So,
So rumour has it, and Rob wouldn't let me tell anyone this. So should I just tell
Rob's
him?
not here.
Rob's not here. Let's
Should
go
have
rest.
Should have been here.
So the people that were supposed to bring it into the country completely fucked it up, and they tried to sell it. Something happened. Don't have the details. Don't shoot the messenger. But
I think I know who you're talking
that's
about.
why it's not here. There was a bit of a blue between Tops and that company. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Got a
There's only
JJ
one
Watt
person that
cracked
could be
ice,
there.
21 out of the new contenders.
There's literally one person that could
I
be.
haven't said a word.
Come on, Grayson. Sorry.
Wow. Can't mention that name.
I
It
can,
might not be there.
And I just did.
And it might be, but who knows?
Yeah, no one
It's
knows.
all rumour.
They won't say it was or it wasn't anyway.
No,
so.
exactly. But all I know is that it's been delayed coming to Australia. However, when you look online on eBay, you can buy them off
I've seen
from
them.
the US.
Yeah.
Work that one
Why
out.
are Americans wanting the NBL stuff? That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's
But
interesting.
Maybe if Mellow Ball's in the actual product or Giddy.
Maybe Lonzo.
I don't think he's going to be able to play again. What I've been reading.
We could bring him.
It happens to it like. Well, I can't.
What
play
is it?
anymore, Probably. I think it's the same thing that I've
The
got.
knee.
Yeah.
But if you got a new knee, you could play.
Pardon?
If you got a new knee, you could play.
Not properly. Like,
Why?
not at a high level. I don't think I could play like little. but-
Well, what about Lonzo? If you got a new knee,
yeah, I think that's what they're saying. It's past it. Like, it can't really.
completely.
I think he's done
He's
his
only
ankle
what,
as well.
25 or 26, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's been playing pro ball since he was a teenager.
Oh,
His dad
okay.
pushed him, and if they had a rolled ankle, they were doing like training and stuff on it, and, which is how I used to play as well. So
Yeah,
I understand
we
where
all
it's coming
played
from.
through those
Yeah.
injuries, didn't we?
So I think he's just overdone it. But it's happened to like Brandon Roy, a whole lot of players where they just couldn't play anymore.
Okay, here's a question without notice. Who is the best player that can no longer play that some of these people probably haven't heard of? Well, they may have heard of him, like they were going to be the next Zion, for
like
instance. He's probably one
Grant
of them.
Hill, Anthony Hardaway.
Yeah, they played a bit, though.
Oh, Grant Hill was the man, and then had to play just like the role player.
Is
for
that
the
because
last
of
part
injury?
Yeah. Same with Derrick Rose. He was MVP, and then all of a sudden was just chilling.
I like this one. Lonzo's new knee, he could play in the NBL, surely. Surely he could come and play for the Tropics.
NBL's a pretty decent league. So you never know. He could.
Tropics, let's bring it.
Yep,
let's
let's
bring
go.
it. They
I'd
want
love to have
John Wall
Lonzo.
cards in Phoenix gear. That'd be interesting. After you've
Greg
been
Oden,
injured,
that's a
it's
good
never
one.
the same. Yeah, Greg Oden. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
His college highlights are incredible.
Greg Oden's.
Yeah.
What about that dude that won the dunk comp? The little white dude this year.
Oh yeah. Mac McClung.
Yeah. Did he end up signing with anyone?
He's been with Philly all year.
Yeah, but did he play?
Only in bits. He
Oh,
played
bits
the
of-
last game of the season and stuff like that.
Oh,
but
okay.
but
Interesting.
he would have got a ring if they won. If they
won it.
actually.
How
went
many
somewhere.
games do you have to play to get a ring?
Oh, I don't. I think you just have to be on the roster.
So he's got to be contracted.
Yeah. So you're the thing is, if you're on the roster, even if you're not playing, you're still doing all the training, all the everything that the team has to do.
Yeah.
You're just not getting the playing time. But
Well, that was interesting in the Jock Landale thing. He was saying that what he used to do is, you get your slots when you go out and warm up. So he was playing 20 minutes against coaches. That was his, because he wasn't getting any court time.
Yeah.
He was just game ready. And that's how he come out in that fourth quarter and scored like 12 points. And then the next week he
'Cause he was
started,
ready.
got 31 points. And it was like, let's go. Let's go. Brett Rainbow.
Brett Rainbow was the man.
Who is he?
He used to play for Melbourne Tigers when I was like a little kid, and he won the dunk comp. But he was just sitting on the bench. But he won the dunk comp in the NBL.
Yeah.
And he had like a mullet and like blonde hair. Like the dude was legit. His number was 23. Played for Melbourne Tigers. Look him up on YouTube. He's doing like full on.
Brett Rainbow. That's
Crazy.
another one to add to your list of shit to do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we've got Benny Hill. We've got Who Sung the Gambler and Brett Rainbow. I'm going to look the Brett Rainbow because I got no idea either. So we've got a new segment, and I'm going to play a message for like a thing that we normally play for something else, but we'll do it this way. Ask Pugz. How's that?
Yeah.
That's better than what I came up with.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so we've got a new segment here where you can log on to one of our socials. Socials is it Instagram?
It's in the newsletter that we sent out the other week.
Yeah.
It's, we've been putting it on Instagram on the stories and stuff.
Okay. And this is called Ask Pugz, and you
Ask
can ask
Pugz.
Pugz anything.
Anything. It can be.
There are no rules.
There are no rules.
And what we're going to do is we're going to put Jez on the spot after he asks these questions. So then he has to ask you a question as well.
All right. So we got Mal from Ball Don't Lie.
Oh, hey, what's up?
What basketball card boxes, if any, would you recommend putting away for an investment?
Ooh.
Was that like a whole sealed box that'd be?
Yeah. I think that's like a case or a box. You're looking at the big money stuff, I reckon, like Flawless. If I had the money, Flawless would be the number one. Or like a big rookie, probably anything from this year with Victor Wembanyama. I think that stuff's like worth. I can't say his name. Just call him Vic.
Vic or Wemby, as he's actually known.
Yeah, Wemby. Wemby. That's a million times easier. Yeah, I reckon.
Wemby.
Yeah, just
Flawless.
holding anything with
What about
major
the
rookies.
general punter that doesn't be able to buy the case of Flawless?
I can't hold. Yeah, I find that hard because I don't hold things. I have to open it. Anything not Panini. But that's Flawless.
Wow.
Flawless is Panini. I don't know. If it was before COVID, it'd be a whole different story. But since it's been COVID and the prices are going all over the place, you can't really tell. But I'd say anything high end.
High end.
Yeah.
And just hold.
If you can.
Hold and seal.
Yeah.
Put in a safe
Or
somewhere.
Prism, because everyone loves Prism.
Yeah, I still find that weird.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have the names for the next two questions because I may have stuffed up the form at the start. But
Well done.
I'll put that on myself. How much is the card grading right now? And if so, are you also doing bulk?
Oh, how much are we?
Yeah.
2 for 50. Or I'll do your deal. 4 for 100.
You're a nice bloke.
I know, way.
Do you know what the bulk is?
Sorry?
Do you know what the bulk is?
Depends how many bulk.
Yeah,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's 25.
Yeah.
I think it's the same either way.
Yeah, so you might as well just do the 4 for 100. Makes sense. 8 for 200. Sweet. Even
If
better.
there's 25, we'll do them at 20.
Okay.
A card.
For bulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 cards for $20 each.
Each.
Yeah. I was like, you got to add the each in there.
That's the small print. Hang on, we're going to some of the origins.
Oh, I do like Origins.
Eminence.
It's just Origins, though, they're not packaged very well. So there's always damage on the corners or the edges.
What about Eminence? What's that?
Eminence is one of the higher end products as well. That's pretty cool.
I'll tell you what I want, which I still haven't had, a box of photogenic. Is it photogenic?
Oh, I've been looking for that everywhere.
You can't get
There's
it
not much of
anywhere.
it. I reckon if you can get a hold of that, hold that because I don't think there's many of it left. Because
And
I think
maybe
it was a limited
NBL
release.
cards, if you're in the US, you could bring them back to Australia. Could be a market.
Could be.
Next question.
There is, it's like a two-part question. So I'm going to ask the first part and then the second part after. Is it worth getting 101 sketch cards fully graded or just slabbed for protection?
Oh, it depends on you. Oh, I reckon either way. If you want to know what it's worth graded, I know sketch cards are actually they're cards that are drawn on. Hey, so like it depends on the grader if they're gonna say it was pushed too hard or whatever.
The
But
surface,
see,
isn't
I
it?
personally would. It's part of the card, so I don't know if I'd penalize it too
Have
much.
you had
for
any?
it. Yeah, we've had quite a few.
Okay, what ones are they?
We had a Marvel one.
We've had Marvels, we had Star Wars. We've had, there's been quite a few of them.
Well, I'll tell you what
they
we'll
mainly
do.
come from Big Boss Collectibles.
I've got a jar and a giddy upstairs.
Sketch cards.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So, and they're 1-to-1 sketch cards.
Yep.
Why don't we stick them under the microscope, have a look at them and see what we would grade them?
Yeah, for sure.
We can do that.
Yeah. And
Part 2.
part 2 of the question, given some of the sketch cards can range in condition from the art process, is there different consideration taken into account because they're hand-drawn sketch?
That's exactly what I said. Yeah. It's all really done with pencil, most of it, or a pen like this. So I don't think it does too much damage to the card. If it does, it's going to have a bit of a decline, but most of it, I don't think it's part of the card. It's what it is. It's a sketch card.
Yeah, thanks, Pugz.
And what's your question?
What's your favourite all-time sports movie or documentary?
Oh,
Great question.
sports movie. Above the Rim. I don't know if you've ever seen
That's a
that.
good movie.
I love Above the Rim. Or I would say Coach Carter.
Yeah, watched it last weekend.
What about you,
See,
Brett?
there you go.
Watch it all the time.
What about you?
I'm going to say The Hoosiers.
Oh, yeah, that's not too
The
bad.
Hoosiers is an awesome movie. And I also love Blindside, which
Oh,
was,
yeah, that's cool.
That's a really good one of my favourites. Yeah, I actually don't mind that newer one that has been on Netflix recently. What's his name? With Adam Sandler, and he's the guy out of the US.
He's the coach of the
Phillies.
Philadelphia.
For
Oh, yeah,
Philadelphia.
that's a really good movie.
What's that called? Hustle?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hustle. Yeah,
Have
I
you-
like that. What about you? What's
Have you
yours?
watched the new White Man Can't Jump?
No. When's
I
that
actually enjoyed it.
out? Is it out?
It's on the Disney. I think it's on Disney.
Okay.
Disney Plus. Yeah, because like everyone's
the
like,
same
oh,
story?
It's got the same type of thing, but it's modernized and it's got Jack Harlow, the rapper dude.
Okay.
I actually really enjoyed it. Like I looked at everyone's like, oh, this sucks. Well, I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I watched it. But I love basketball, so I was just like, this is
exactly,
awesome.
me too. So it's the same idea though.
Yeah, it's like a white guy and a black guy, and they get together and they hustle everybody and make money. So, but it's pretty cool.
What's yours?
Mine's probably Hustle, but also I'm going to go with a show, and I'm going to go with Ted Lasso.
Love Ted Lasso.
Still haven't watched it.
And the way it finished last week, Rob was actually crying.
Yeah, it was
He
good.
did have a tear in his eye.
Rob was
But then-
crying.
But the funniest part was
That's
that
why he's
Rob
got the week
thought I don't want to ruin it for anyone, right? But the start of the last episode, which is a dream sequence, obviously,
Yeah.
he thought was real.
Yeah, no, I told him that. I was like, that was all
He comes up and he goes, Jez just ruined it. I said, what do you mean? And he goes, he's told me I looked at the whole show differently now. And I'm sitting there going, it's so obvious.
because he like wakes up on a plane.
Exactly. It's like you're an idiot. But anyway, can we get Pugz to perform at the next collector's market? Yeah, of course we can. He can juggle. What else can you do? What other skills you got? We can juggle cards.
Juggle, I can
I saw a dude the other
Hand-
day.
Handstands?
and one
Can you do
and one
handstands?
skills. No. Not really.
Cartwheels?
Oh, I can do cartwheels.
Can
Yeah.
you? Like
Yeah.
full
I used to be able to do
cartwheels?
backflips and stuff too, but that's not happening these
Yeah, the
days.
knees.
yeah.
You'll do one and go.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't even try one.
Like on that movie Central Intelligence, with Hart
Is that
and
Kevin
The
Hart?
Rock.
The Rock, yeah.
And he goes to that backflip and lands flat in his face.
There was
Love
a
that.
dude at the lights, was it 2 days ago? He was literally, the lights went
Oh, the
red.
juggler.
Yeah, and he started juggling, and I was like, what is going on here?
So instead of cleaning the windows,
Yeah.
he's doing a juggling act,
That's
isn't he?
awesome.
Yeah, how do you get like money from that?
I think
Like,
he goes around and hands his hat around.
But the lights aren't that long, are they?
I don't know. Oh,
People
they
just-
want a wrap set. That's what it is.
Oh.
I wonder what.
So I can wrap presents and cards and stuff. Yeah.
No, we're going to stage down at the yard. What
I
do you
know, I
reckon
like that
about-
stage.
What do you reckon about
That's amazing, that stage.
throwing down some
Yeah, I'll put my hat down and people can like throw in cards or some money,
cards or money? Except both.
Yeah.
So you in?
Oh, I'm totally down.
Yeah, awesome. You don't really have to encourage him that much, to be fair. We've had a couple join us. Canberra Raiders jersey nerd. Okay.
Cool.
G'day, mate. Or love. And Kazan. Oh, I get it wrong every time.
Kazan Collectibles.
Kazan Collectibles. There we go. Oh, wrong one. We did that one.
What's going on?
So this is where I come up with a crazy idea. I'm actually going to switch this around and actually have a rant.
Oh, go for it.
Because I had the pleasure of meeting some of Australia's finest basketball people this week.
Oh,
So they say.
Oh, okay.
They call themselves that. I can't mention who it is or what it is, but at the same time, it means that NBL and the Gold Coast may not be happening very soon in the near future because the amount of money that they want for the league is ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, let's not go into that. I won't say who it was. And but my crazy idea is that anyone who can get an NBL card, the first 5 NBL cards we get will grade for free.
Ooh.
Yeah, no matter what it is.
From the new set or
New set. Has to be a new set. Unless they can find a Chris Anstey. Let's name 5 other players. NBL players. Chris Anstey. Who else? Who you got?
Andrew Gaze.
Andrew Gaze.
I don't know any.
Sam McKinnon.
Sam McKinnon. Neil Turner.
Oh, he's old school.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're going to go even older.
Tiny Pinder.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
I was
he's
going to
in
say like
jail,
Ricky
though, isn't he?
Grace.
Ricky Grace. Okay, so let's do it. We're going to do Ricky Grace.
Yeah.
Chris Anstey.
Yeah. Andrew Gaze.
Andrew Gaze.
Neil Turner.
Neil Turner.
Sam
and Sammy Mack. Okay, so whoever can get 1 or all 5 of them will have a free grade.
Boom.
Done. Right. Not including you.
I was going to say that. I got them all sitting in the pile at home.
I got them upstairs. I also saw this week some old school cricket cards. And obviously with the invention of Crickel Ball, I'm going to put it out there to everyone who you would like to watch play Crickel Ball, right? And the first person that comes up on here in the little comment section with who we pick is going to be the best player. Or actually, can we do it on the line? Someone come in this week, yeah, and they announce, we'll stick it up there. Who would you like to see play Crickel Ball at the Yard? And the one with the best answer that we can actually make happen, we'll give them a free card too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's my crazy idea.
Nice.
Anything else?
No, that sounds about pretty good.
We're going to get a round off Jez on the way out the door. Otherwise, it's not worth doing.
Hey?
What's annoying you?
Other than me. Rob's rant, substituted in by Jez. Jez's rant.
Jez
I've got nothing.
Yeah, you do. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, there he goes.
I don't really have
Do
anything.
you want me to push the button again? To give you
No,
time?
no. I do need time. But
What upset you?
what upsets me, at the moment, what upsets me is little tiny animals.
Okay. And why does that upset you?
Because we currently have a rat running around our house.
Oh, you told me
No,
about
that's
this.
your roommate.
There's
His
two.
name's
There's
Liam.
two rats. There's 2 rats.
So you got a rat in your house?
Yeah, yeah.
How big is he?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, but
He
you
felt
know
it on his neck, I know
he actually,
He what?
He felt it from across.
No. So yeah.
Come on, tell us the story.
He groped me.
Who? Are we still talking about the rat?
There's
So I was
Liam.
sitting on the couch the other night, and I was sitting there, and I thought I felt something touch my back. I was like, oh, it must be my shirt just falling down. And then like 5 minutes later, I heard some movement in the couch. And I got my flashlight out and pulled out the couch seat, and I saw something just scramble off. And I was like, we have a rat in the house, and it has just molested me. And we call our other housemate, and we're like, oh, we have a rat in the house. It's just touched my back. And he goes, oh, something touched my back the other night as well. So we have a molesting rat in the house.
So look into the camera and tell him what you want to do.
I want this rat to leave, please.
If you're listening, rat.
Very nicely.
Wow.
That's great.
Do you know what? I could have put $1 million on anything to come out, but that
Yeah, it
would
wouldn't
not
have
have been it. Interesting. Okay, well, let's try and get rid of this rat.
Yeah, we're
Pretty
trying.
funny.
We're trying.
So what's your mission this week, mate? What are you up to?
Not getting cancelled for my knee appointment.
When is it?
It's next Monday, so it's been on the cards for 18 months. Yep, and
Gonna happen.
it constantly gets cancelled,
And
like
what-
2 days beforehand.
And this is going to be to get it replaced.
Yeah, it's the next appointment before they figure out like what they're doing. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to start the whole process again because it's been 18 months. But
Oh.
I rang them up last time, and like normally I'm not rude on a phone or anything
Not
like
rude
that.
to anyone ever.
But I let the lady know. I was like, this has been 18 months. Like, I'm starting to hurt on my other knee now because I'm,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I just want to live life again. So, she's like, oh, I'll see you on blah, blah, blah. But yeah, until you cancel that one too. And I was hung up on
Probably
her.
shouldn't have said that.
Uh,
You know what's going to happen.
They're going to cancel it. With all the influenza A stuff, they're
Is that
going
what
to,
it's about?
I reckon they're just going to cancel it again. They need their beds. That's like when I got hospitalized for being diagnosed with diabetes, they just wanted me out of there.
As quick as possible.
Yeah. Even though I was struggling, just inject me with a couple of things.
You've had your time. Move on.
Yeah, off you go. I could hear them, because I was asleep. And then I woke up and I could hear them talking, like, oh, we need that bed, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, you don't. There's a bed over there. There's a bed over there. There's a bed. But, it is what it is.
Maybe we should have done the Pugz rant.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Gold Coast Hospital, step your game up. There you go.
Okay, I didn't know what you were going to say then. What about you, mate? What are you going to do this week? Well, I've neither of you said work really hard and all that.
No.
That's what we do anyway.
Oh, fair call.
Yeah.
Fair call.
I was thinking about, I'm going to post a lot on TikTok, I reckon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So is it starting this week?
Work related.
Oh, we've got one post on TikTok at the moment.
We have, and how's it going hit-wise?
It had 266 views,
Beautiful.
7 likes.
Nice. Nice. It's all
But
right.
I think there's 7 likes for all people here. So.
People in the office, just making sure the like button worked. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
No, that's good. So TikTok for Jez.
Yep.
Nice. And I know Rob's got lots on this week at local card shop, and also prepping for the new face of PSG,
Boom, boom.
which is going to be interesting. All I recommend this week, gentlemen, is make your way down to the Yard at Mermaid, which is next door to a local card shop, and get a Philly cheesesteak roll.
Hey, look, I saw someone.
Do they do them there?
Yeah.
We do, and we get the best Philly cheesesteak roll on the Gold Coast.
Ooh-wee.
If you can find one better, I'll give you a card grade for free. But you have to be able to prove
sweet.
it. You have to prove
You have
it.
to prove it. Yeah. Bring in the other one.
Exactly. But yeah, come down and have a Philly cheesesteak and an official Beer Co. beer. Proud sponsors of the Card Chaos podcast. Obviously, with the major sponsor, Platinum Standard Grading, psg.cards. What do we leave with?
Protect your cards.
Get your cards graded.
See you later. Thanks, guys and girls.
Platinum.
Have a cracker.
Yeah.